Hello, everyone. Hi. Nice to see you. Thanks for checking out this week's vlog. So I'm chilling. I'm relaxing, kind of. Welcome if you're new. Hi, I'm Audrey. This is my second YouTube channel. I have another channel that's called The Salty Psychic because I'm psychic and I talk about true crime and stuff on that channel. But today we're going to talk about my test results. I have some makeup I'm going to put on, a little bit of chit chat to begin with, and also a dessert recipe towards the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. I'm always up for a new dessert recipe. Anything really, I'm desperate. So anyway, let's just chat. If you like this shirt, it's a peekaboo shirt or cold shoulder. I think that's what it's called. It's a cold shoulder top. I'll put a link for it down below, or you can copy and paste the link. It's from Amazon. I think it was under $10. Under $10. Now, this is a plus size. It's a 1X. It is too big for me. Yay. Yay. But I'm going to keep it anyway because it's just comfortable. So I'm going to order some more of these, but I need to get them in a smaller size because I've lost a little bit of weight. So yay, that's good. All right, so let me put my hair up a little bit. And I hate having this cold. You know, I worked in education for 20 years, so I was around students all year round pretty much. And so I was exposed to a lot of illnesses. So I had really high, what's that called? Resistance, whatever it's called. Okay, something over here just moved by itself. Yikes, yikes. I have one cat here. I have Marshmallow here, but I don't have the other kitty cat. So whatever. Anyway, I'm going to ignore it. Ugh. I mean, being psychic, I definitely experience stuff. And I think a lot of people, including like my husband and my kids, they don't like talking about psychic stuff or ghosts, but they know. They see stuff. They hear stuff. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to start out with this Garnier micellar water. It takes off makeup like you wouldn't believe. Now, these are getting so expensive. They used to be like $7, $8. Now they're like $15 for these. These come in different varieties. Any of them are fine, whatever color you end up getting. You just put a little bit on your pad. This is how I do it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Anyway, even if I don't have makeup on, which I don't, I do this in the morning when I get up. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. Hubby last night made us our ice cream. It's not really ice cream, but it tastes so good. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. All you do, this isn't the recipe I'm going to share with you. This is something different, okay? This is easy though. In the Vitamix, in a blender, if you have a blender, that's a workhorse and it can really grind through frozen food and ice and stuff. Use that. So in the Vitamix, we throw in frozen fruit, whatever kind of fruit we happen to have. Sometimes we buy it pre-done. Sometimes we buy the fruit, cut it up, put it in the freezer and save it for this ice cream, we call it. It's also kind of like a smoothie, but with the Vitamix, you can really get that whipped. Remember when I made that that whipped nut dressing in the last video? Anyway, it whips it into a really nice ice cream alternative. I don't like to put anything else in with the fruit when I do it, but Chase likes to put in a splash of almond milk. What else did he put in it? I know he did something. He did a couple of things. I want as few calories as possible because what I like to do on the top of my ice cream is I like to get a little cake topping, some of the sprinkles, just a little bit, just to make me feel good. I can't talk. Just to kind of trick my brain into thinking I'm having actual real ice cream. So I put little sprinkles on top, and then you get that prettiness and you get the little crunch as you're going through the dish. It's delish. All right. So there's that. That's done. I'm still having asthma problems. I was taking, I'll show you what I've been taking is this. Can you see it? It's Alvesco. This is the steroid. Now this isn't like a steroid that you digest, right? This isn't systemic. It's not getting in your bloodstream per se. But I can tell I don't feel right after I've used it for a couple days. I don't like it. So I try to not take it, but sometimes I have no choice. And then my albuterol. So normally I'll do 2 puffs of the albuterol and then 2 puffs of the steroid twice a day, morning and night. And in between that, if I need my albuterol, I'll do a puff or 2. I'm not a doctor, but I've had asthma my entire life. I've had asthma since they didn't even have inhalers back in the day. There were no inhalers. I had to take a red liquid medicine, which I can still taste it, and a red one. And this is what I use for my daily face cream. It's L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Sunscreen Broad Spectrum 30. I'll put a link to this down below for Amazon. I just get it at Target or Walmart or wherever. Sometimes I'll get it on Amazon depending what's going on. So I just put a little pump right there. Don't overdo it. Don't waste product. You don't need to overdo it. But even in the wintertime, you really need to wear a sunscreen. I mean, I never used to go out in the sun, so my skin's in pretty good condition. But when I was around 40, when I was having my midlife crisis, and I decided I'm done with people, I'm done with the world. I'm going to live my life the way I want and be the person I want. I'm going to be free from my depression disorders and my anxiety disorders, and I'm going to go travel the world by myself. I decided to start going to the tanning salon. Oh, girl, I look good tan. Okay, I'm just saying. I look good tan. Everyone looks better tanned. So I was thoroughly enjoying, I was, back then like 140 pounds. I have a high waist. I have very long legs. I'm 5'7". I had already had my breast augmentation. So everything was looking tight. It was looking good. Okay. And I asked my doctor about the tanning salon. He's like, you're 40. By the time you get cancer, you're going to be like 80. So don't worry about it. You can get tan if you want to. But after doing the tanning salon for 2 years, I decided to stop because I definitely started seeing spots coming. I mean, I had the best, cleanest, fairest skin of it all. And that is no more. And that's from the tanning booth. So I get it though. If you want to tan, yeah, you can do a fake tan, spray tan. That's fine. I know Paris Hilton does that. I mean, a lot of people get a spray tan. Now, typically, I don't spend a lot I don't buy expensive makeup, but I did. I have. I just did when I was in London. Let me move my papers out of the way. These are my research and stuff for my other channel. We don't need you right now. You can go down there. So when Benjamin and I just went to London over Easter break, um, I I save all my shopping for when I'm traveling because it's like, why buy it at home if I can buy it elsewhere and have that memory? I have a better memory of buying my Chanel foundation in London versus buying this at Target in San Jose or wherever. You know what I mean? So now I get joy out of this because of where I bought it. So I like to use my money in that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to anybody? Even small things like these little pads. I buy these in London. I don't care. I want everything to remind me of some pleasantries so I can just be happy. Okay. So anyway, normally I don't spend a lot of money on makeup. Now this, I bought it over there. So they go by pounds, is their money denomination pounds. Where's how much did I pay? Okay, so in the US, in dollars, this is on the Chanel website for $65. Not horrible, horrible, but normally I would spend maybe half of that. This is the Ultra Le Tint. Le Tint. Flawless Finish Foundation. And what's the color? This one is B as in boy, D as in David, 11. Now, I needed the 10. Nowhere in London, anywhere, did they have the 10. I went to every Chanel countertop, everywhere. No one had the 10. They're like, I know it's out. No one has it. It's all sold out. So I went with a little bit different color. By the way, I know I'm interrupting myself so many times. By the way, the shirt, I bought it because I'm going to go see my daughter before the wedding. So the wedding is in late September in Vermont, but I'm going to go see her. I'm going to go see her in July towards the end of the month. You guys are coming with me to Vermont. You know that. So you'll be flying with me. It's a full day of flights getting to Vermont. It takes longer to get to Vermont than London. And it's twice the price. It's twice the price. Yes. It's $627 round trip from California to London Heathrow. I just spent $1,200 from California to Burlington, Vermont. I hate that. I hate that. But it's okay because I'm going to see my daughter. And then, I'm going to be staying with her for a few days. And, well, it ends up being about a week. But we're going to drive to Montreal, which is only a 2-hour drive. I've never been to Canada proper. I mean, I've seen it across the river. I've seen the mountains. It's like, you see people on the other side of the border, but I haven't been there. So I'm excited to go. We're going to be fancy. She likes to be fancy. So we're staying somewhere nice. So we're going to have high tea. I know there's, symphony orchestra that we might go see. There's music. I said, oh my God, that's just heaven. That's my heaven, is spending all day in museums and going to see the symphony and shopping, eating, high tea. Does life get any better than that? And when, after I booked my airline tickets, I thought to myself, I got out my fake passport, my vision board passport. You need to make one of these. And I thought, I'm living my life. I have the chills right now. It's like I'm doing the life I wanted at this age. This is all I wanted when I got to this stage in life. and enjoy. That's it. That's all I want. I just want to enjoy life. And that's what I'm doing. Once again, Chase, my husband said, "Go see Sarah. Benjamin and I got it. We can take care of John. It's easy." That's what he says. It's easy. It's fine. You guys just go before the wedding, have your girl time. So anyway, so that's why I bought this shirt, because it's going to be really hot and humid in Montreal and in Vermont when I go. So anyway, like I said, I'll link this down below. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. So back to the makeup. So this is a beauty blender. You put water on it, soak it up with some water. It gets big. When it dries up, it's smaller. When you put the water, it grows. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to do a full face of makeup, but I just wanted to show this to you today. So I'm just going to do, a pump. How much is a pump? About that much. You get the feel for it. When I was in London, I tried this on. We were at Selfridges. And if you don't know what Selfridges is, it's an American-made department store in London. There's a movie about it. I think it's a series actually on Netflix. It's really interesting. It's really neat inside there. It's very, very fancy. Not quite Harrods department store, but everyone should check it out. It's cool. It's just a lot of history there, which is why I wanted to go there. My first time going to Selfridges, all the times I've been to England, London specifically, and had never stepped foot into Selfridges, but it was neat. So I thought, okay, well, I'll get my makeup there, so I can have that experience. So this is how I do it. I don't know, and I don't care how you do it. You do you. This is just me. Okay. I used to work in cosmetics at one point. Where am I? So this color I say is too light for me, but it's okay. I can fix it. I can fix it, and I'll show you what I mean. I see you looking at me, Marshmallow. My cat's looking at me. Kind of a dirty look. Why are you giving me a dirty look? So I'm not like scrubbing this on. It's more of a patting motion. And that's about it. But you know what? It's like if you ever have the privilege to buy an expensive handbag, there's just something different in the quality of not just the leather, but the hardware of the purse. That's what this makeup reminds me of. This is like the Louis Vuitton of foundations to me. Now, like I said, $65. There's foundations that are hundreds of dollars. I don't understand that. I've never tried any of that. It's interesting because, the solution, the suspension, the liquid itself feels on my hand. It's not any heavier or lighter than any other foundation. It's still in a bottle, glass bottle. This is 1 ounce, 1 ounce of liquid. But after you put it on, it feels so rich. It feels like velvet or something. It's not like I notice it being on my skin. It doesn't bother me. It's not sitting heavy on my skin. But when you go to touch your face or something, it's like, ooh, oh my gosh. That's amazing. It's like, treat yourself once in a while. Just try it once. Try something expensive once. And this is one I recommend because, not always are you going to get a nice result with an expensive product, right? We know that. We know better than that, but this one is very nice. So let me just show you how I warm up my face. So yeah, I spent the money and it's not even the right color. That's true. That is true. Let me just do one other thing. This is the best concealer. It's, I was going to say over the counter. It's from, the drugstore. It's Maybelline, New York. And this is number 110. And I know I wear 110. This is, I'll put a link for it down below. I'll put it on, I'll go on Amazon and find it on Amazon so you can find it easily there. But just, you can get this at Target, Walmart. The thing, tell me if you experience this or not. When you go to a store, everything's behind glass. It's so frustrating. It's like sometimes I have to go to a different city or a different part of a city where I know the crime is low because it's so hard to go shopping when everything's behind glass. And like at Walmart, even buying cough drops are behind glass. It's like $2.50 for a bag of cough drops. And they don't give them to you. You have to go pick them up at the register. But it's like, by the time I'm done shopping, everything is behind. It's so frustrating. So my point is this. Sometimes it's easier ordering on Amazon than attempting to go to a Target or Walmart or Rite Aid or wherever to get your items. Just very frustrating. Okay, so I'm not going to link this. I've had this for a while. I'm just going to get this light color here. Tap, 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 tap. Little taps. So I knew ahead of time the foundation was not my right color. And I still chose to buy it. I just heard a noise. I need to make sure it's Benjamin. Okay, just making sure it's you. I'm doing a video and I heard noise. I heard noise earlier and it sounded like someone running inside. Oh, that's new. Yeah, that's new. I'm paranoid. It's Benjamin. I was just telling him that earlier I was sitting here watching some crime court cases. I have had plenty of experiences in this house. This is a rental house. We've been here a year and a half, maybe. Lots of activity in this house. But this morning, first time ever, we had this at our house in Vermont. It sounded like someone's running up and freaking down in the attic. I don't like that feeling. I don't like hearing that shit. And I think I heard laughter or a kid's voice. I don't like that. Anyway, okay. So that's it. That's all I'm doing today. It's so shocking how a little bit of effort we can put into our faces that help us get through the day. That is one reason I get my eyelashes done, because my depression is that kind of depression where if I look in the mirror or doing a video and I see myself, it triggers me. I know, it triggers me. I know, stupid. So whether it's a little bit of foundation or just a little color, my recommendation to women and men, if you want to wear makeup, you wear makeup. But what I'm trying to say is little eyelashes and eyeliner go a long way for my mental health. A long way. I can feel so much better. And it's not because I'm trying to look pretty or look better than somebody. It's not a contest. I'm living my life. I'm on my journey. I'm not trying to be so and so. I do it for me to feel better. Why does it make us feel better? It just does. And men have their own thing, like my husband, likes to stay well groomed with his beard and his hair and some cologne, and we're together all day. So, he does it for himself. Now, a couple of you have made mention in the comments about this helping you. Go back and watch the video. We did a live show I made this during a live show. This is the law of attraction, but I bump it up a notch. I kick it up a notch, you guys, because you need to get in your head. If I have to tell you every video that you deserve to have the life you want. And I'm getting the chills. You know why? Because as a psychic, putting that energy out to you draws in that energy and good spirits, good energy. And these are the things I want in my life. And everything is happening. This is happening. How? It just does. Things change. I have this on my desk and I just look at it all day. I want the best marriage ever. I want to be the psychic that helps people. I want to eat. I hate this one. I hate eating healthy. I hate it, but it's happening and I'm doing well on it. My book, I have 2 books that are being published. It's taking forever. In fact, my husband has to get involved in helping talk to the publisher about the first book. Anyway, life is a process. You deserve these things. This is your permission. This is your authority, government issue. Now, this is a pretend passport, right? This is a color copy of my actual old passport. I have a new one now. And I put everything inside that I want. And I don't feel bad for asking. Don't ever feel bad. You want $1 million, you put $1 million. You want 5 million, you put 5. You do whatever you want. You want to go to the moon, you put a picture of yourself standing on the cheese, standing on the moon. You do whatever you want, but you better be ready for the changes to come, because they come. It's scientifically proven. I know, it's nuts. It's bad enough I'm psychic, but now I'm telling you guys that this stuff happens and it's real. It is. It is. Please believe me. I know Drew from Drew's Paranormal. Hey, girl. If you love paranormal, go over to her channel. She's in Scotland. I love this woman. I love her. Such a genuine heart and soul, this woman. It's helped her, she said. It's helped several of you who have been able to let me know in the comments. I can understand you don't want to share everything on the internet that it's helped you or whatever. But even if it's helped one person, I'm happy. But I know it's helped more than one person. Please, please do this for yourself. You don't have to tell anybody. Audrey, my husband's going to think I'm nuts. Well, he already thinks you're nuts anyway. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care what people think. You know, they're not me. They're not living my life. I don't care. And that's something that I thoroughly enjoy, being 56. I love it. I love it that I don't care. It is so freeing. I was raised by a narcissistic psychopath woman and a father who's a cultist. I had a bad, bad life. A life that didn't allow me to live. Now I am free of that. And it's amazing. And I want you to have that too. I want you to have the life you want. All right, so let's change subjects now. So before we go to our weekly new recipe, I just want to let you guys know about my results of my biopsy that I had. Good news, everything's fine. The biopsy itself was not fun, but I just want to read to you. My sister is an RN at a women's health clinic in Arizona, and I didn't even tell her I was having the procedure done because I had it last year as well. Anyway, let me just tell you our conversation about the results. So what I did was I texted my sister. I took a picture online on my healthcare network's webpage of my results. I don't understand it all. Final pathologic diagnosis, endocervical. I can't read all these words. Fragments of benign endocervical and ectocervical tissue. No dysplasia identified. So it's got some terms there. Okay, so I sent that to my sister, and she says, so A was normal, B is showing CIN-1, which means very, very mildly abnormal cells were detected. It's usually caused by HPV. It typically resolves on its own without treatment. You just need annual PAPs. And then she says, did they do a colposcopy? I used to be able to say this word. Why can't I say it now? Colposcopy. Did they do a colposcopy? I said, yes, they did. And she said, okay, I couldn't tell on that information because it didn't give the location. It just said cervix. So she found out that I had that biopsy thing done. So, yeah, so that's totally fine. Totally fine. And yeah, the doctor who did the procedure, she said the healthier you get, the more your body can fight off the infection. So, I'm trying to go, I don't want to say I'm going no sugar, but I'm definitely, I have decreased my sugar intake by at least 90%. 90%. I'm a sugar addict. I've always been a sugar addict. It's hard because there's sugar everywhere. I just love it. I love bread. I love cake. I could eat a whole pie. Yeast. I don't know what it is about the yeast. God, I love it. Everywhere you go, there's sweet food, cookies, all of it, any of it, all of it. I love. So, I do have sugar in my coffee because I use a coffee creamer that has 35 calories per tablespoon. I measure it, so I know how much sugar I'm getting in there. I'm not really measuring sugar that's in fruit, these natural sugars. I am more concerned with sugars in prepackaged foods. I've stopped having cereal. I lived on cereal most of my life. I just freaking love it. All of it, any of it. I love cereal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I'm not having it anymore. And I haven't for months. I miss it, but it's okay. So the healthier I get, the better. So hubby and I started back our walks. It was quite warm. Even last night at 9 o'clock at night, it was still warm. So we did a nice walk in the evening. So that's fine. I'm not going to go crazy though. I'm not going to go nuts. I'm not going to a gym. No. I truly and honestly believe, because I've done it before, I can manage my health by my food intake. That's pretty much the majority of my success and my health is going to be coming from the food, or lack thereof, the absence of the food. You guys know what time it is.
It's time for a new recipe.
Yep, it's time for a new recipe. So let's head into the kitchen. I think I might throw on my apron and let's see what's cooking. Let's go. Okay, so let me see if I can get through this video without any interruptions from Jonathan. Let's give it a try. So this recipe today is a blueberry crumble. I found it on Instagram. Here's the person who posted it. I'll read you the ingredients. It gets done in the microwave, like 10 minutes or so, 4 ingredients. So let's go over the ingredients together. Okay, so there's 2 steps here, 2 different parts to this. The first part is you need a dish. This is what is this? Essential Temptations. This is Temptations from QVC. I think this will work fine. Now you have to have 1.5 cups washed blueberries. So here we go. I'm sure you can absolutely use other fruit, whatever you like. Don't use something you don't like, obviously. So we have 1.5 cups blueberries. We have 1 tablespoon light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon cornstarch, and 1/8 teaspoon cinnamon. Now it calls for a 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. I don't want that much cinnamon. I just don't. I absolutely love cinnamon, but I know I don't want that much in this little bit of dessert. Okay, so this, I guess, is 1 serving. I might say it's for 2, maybe. So all you do, put your blueberries in the dish. Sprinkle this on top. I'm going to get a fork. Here's my brown sugar. So this calls for light brown sugar. So there we have it. It says, this is the easiest dessert when you want a little something sweet, but don't want to make a big mess in the kitchen. All right. The filling is just 4 ingredients, and the buttery oats streusel topping is made with everyday quick oats, brown sugar, butter, flour, and a dash of cinnamon. Okay, so we have that ready. Add the blueberries, brown sugar, cornstarch, and cinnamon to a small microwavable safe dish. Microwave for 1 to 1.5 minutes until the blueberries start to burst. Okay, well, I'm sorry I'm going to burst you. I'm going to burst your bubble, but let's go. Okay, put you in there. And we'll do 1 minute and 30. Okay, so that was 1 minute, 30 seconds. And be sure to cover it because it did splatter quite a bit in the microwave, which was just cleaned. All right, so I'm just going to give that a little squish. Okay, and the cornstarch will hopefully continue to make this a little bit of a thicker substance. All right. And to finish it up, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of soft butter. I'll get the rest of that out in a moment. This is 2 tablespoons of oats and 2 tablespoons of flour. Am I supposed to mix all those together first? Yes, I am. I'm supposed to mix those together. All right, hold on. Okay, well, I made a little fumble, but it's fine. So what you have to do in a separate bowl is mix the second batch of ingredients. So the butter, the brown sugar, the oats, the flour, and the cinnamon. So I mixed them in this little cup, and now I put it just right on top of there. Okay, no big deal. It's not rocket science. It's not going to ruin it at all, so calm down. Let's put a paper towel over the top of it and put it back in the microwave. Let's see what happens. Good luck. It says 2 minutes or until the topping, the streusel, is bubbling. So I'll have to check it. I'll have to stop the microwave and check it because obviously I can't see if it's bubbling or not. Oh, okay. It's definitely bubbling. And before I take that taste test, I just want to stop and thank you guys for watching this week's vlog. Checked out in the description box below for this recipe, along with some Amazon links of stuff from this video. And don't forget to check out my other channel, The Salty Psychic, where we talk about crime, true crime. There's a lot of it all the time. All right, let's give a quick test to this new recipe. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Mmm. 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 It is gelatinous, so the cornstarch has worked. It's made it nice and thick. Mmm. Oh my God. That is so good. I was going to say you could split this between 2 people, but honestly, I don't think I want to share. I think I want to eat the whole thing myself. I would definitely say you could cut the sugar in half overall. I might also recommend doubling the streusel so that coating, the top stuff we put on in the second part, I might double that. It gives it a nice texture. It's delicious. So check down below for that recipe. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Ciao. I want some more. Is it too hot? I would still eat it with like half the sugar. But then again, if you double the streusel, I don't know. I would play with it just a little bit. Really good. This would be good with apricots, cherries, maybe even strawberries. Oh my God. I wasn't going to eat anything else today. Try it, you guys, try it. Took 3 minutes in the microwave. Delicious.
Thank you for watching, Audrey Christine. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out Audrey's YouTube crime channel, The Salty Psychic, at Audrey Briggs 68.